Hey, what's up, guys? Back for the vid here today. This is going to be kind of a two-part little series, and it's kind of funky. These games I had probably, well, they're in the same session, but you'll see why they're very similar. They're on the same map, but this is the first one. There will be a second one coming out in the upcoming days. I don't know if it'll be the next vid. May split up a little bit, but we're in the Hawk 12. Probably the tier 8 light I put the most up on the channel in the past month or so. Mostly because was trying to 3 mark it. That has been done now. So now I currently have all the tech tree light tanks from tier 8 to 10 3 marked. Wasn't ever really a true goal, but it's happened, and it's kind of cool to say, I guess. A little thing to do. Yeah, like I said in previous vids, I like this tank a lot. The only thing that's downfall of it, the shovel velocity, is just utter crap. Especially when you try to fire the HE rounds in it, which, yeah, we'll get into that a little later. But great matchmaking, forward 3 marking. This map's alright for light tanks. It's got enough wide open corridors for it to be effective. You're not going to usually have a huge assist game. There's a few different variations where you can, but for standard battle kind of games, it's not going to happen more than likely. Especially from this spawn, it's very rare that I ever had huge assistant numbers from this spawn. The other one, you can get lucky and get some decent assists, but it requires the enemy team to kind of position in a weird way. So, you got to give and take. This side, though, you're probably going to have to rely more on damage to get the job done in your scout. That is a general position I like to go up to. One, just kind of spot out the castle, but also on standard battle, but also this to an extent. As noticed, this is encounter, not standard. Ignore me. But for standard or any kind of variant, I usually go up that position just as kind of an overwatch. And usually when they start getting spotted in the field behind me, you can get shots down into them when they're up on their hill sniping. It happens. And you see right now, we're just kind of playing peekaboo with the Tiger 1. We're keeping him tracked. We had the opportunity to get him tracked, which is nice. We'll say more to that, say hello to that guy again later. But currently I'm just kind of searching around, looking for a new guy to pick on. T150 is kind of my priority at this point. We're trying to search for the shot to guarantee and go for the Ebola, but you know that rock's more important, so not going to happen, not going to connect. You see the Tiger 1's pushing down, try to maybe feather a shot onto him. We're getting some assisted here, actually. Just in spotting stuff up on the hill, sniping. So that's nice. It's always good to get a little bit of assist in your scouts. Again, shell velocity, not great. So those kind of shots aren't going to come off unless you really lead them very well. Like that. That was a very good shot. Now we luckily spot the ISU, who was looking at us, fires, misses. Should have aimed that one, but I may have been a little hesitant as well because I knew the Tiger 1 was coming this way. And judging by his aim right there, I was just sat still. I'm tired of this kind of long-range engagement with the shell velocity. It's kind of hurting me a little bit. So I'm going to try to spot. Just a little quick spotting run, see if I can light anything up real quick as I make my way towards the Tiger 1. Just a small little thing. If you have the opportunity to pick up some assistant very quickly, you can do something like that. And here, just doing some little wiggles, as usual, when I'm turning. Nothing crazy. Good use of the, handbrake, all the fundamentals of, probably what you're all used to seeing to get this guy off the board without taking any damage, really. And eventually we're going to stop playing with our food and take him out. So that's 2,000, almost 2,000 damage done. Just a little over 1,000 assisted also. Good start to the game, but we still got a long ways to go. And again, taking guns out of the game. Unfortunately, that one doesn't come off on the VK. We don't have to worry about getting derped by the VK anymore, unlike the old one. And again, we see the ISU is moving. He goes unspotted in a bush, but I know he's still looking at me. So we dodge out of the way. Now, this gets a little tricky. We're a little bit of a pickle here. We've got an IS-3 and a KV-5 over to my left, and we've got the ISU looking kind of at me over here. Great hitboxes, by the way. But we're just trying to keep him spotted for tanks that are shooting him, and just keep him lit up. And put some shots into him when I do notice he's turning or backing up or reversing, because, you know, no turret, and I know his reticle is going to bloom really big. So the chances of him snapshotting me are low. Granted, we're still pretty close, so it could still happen. And at this point, I'd make an executive decision to just go in. Our Minuteman's pretty much dead, so this is kind of risky. Especially the IS-3 still being on 400 health, but he does take another shot. So now he's a one-shot for us, so we aim it and free aim it so it goes below the spaced armor. Again, another good example of the free aim coming in use there. IS-3s generally, if you auto-lock on them, in light tanks or most tanks, it'll auto-lock onto the spaced armor and can bounce, or has more potential to bounce. So there, just take the time and just free aim it below the spaced armor on the side. And now at this point, we're circling the Gornage. We got the heat loaded because I don't want to bounce. Unfortunately, we take a hit, but he started doing the right thing and backing up against the rock. So we're not going to push our luck, especially when you have a couple other tanks that are still in play that you don't know where they're at. You don't want to just sit beside somebody still, because then you make yourself an easy target. Light tank that's sitting still, that's not in a bush, or that is spotted and sat still, I should say, is a very tempting and easy target for all tanks on the other team, because you have no armor. So you're easy damage. So at this point, I'm just trying to get some range. So again, end of the game, I've got the view range advantage. And now we're going to get a free snack, or we're going to be aware of a free snack. The mutant's AFK. So the end results on this game are going to be a little skewed. So just take that into effect, that that guy is not playing or disconnected, something like that. So yeah, he's still spotted. I know he's not playing. So I'm going to be more concerned with taking the guys that are still in the game. Just in case I run out of ammo, I know that my team can still take that guy out because he's not playing, basically. And again, from this position, we had the view range out in several directions. So then we spot the Freedom and wait till he turns his call, take him down, and again, we spot another guy. So just about getting that separation and that vision game out in this late game. It's really the advantage of lights in this situation. And at this point, I'm just going to use my AP rounds on this guy and just take him out so he can't spot me for the ISU. Because my goal at this point, because I saw the KV-5 kept moving away from me, I feel like I can outplay the KV-5, is I want to take out the ISU and get him out of the game just for that big gun. And he's kind of providing overwatch for the KV-5, and I feel like I can outplay the KV-5 fairly easily if I take out his support from the TD. So I know right kind of where he's going to be at. I'm pretty sure he's in the castle at this point. You notice I loaded up HEP. I was hoping to maybe get his rear and pen him. It has 102 pen, but that's not the right play. It's not quite enough for it. And really, at that point, I should have just loaded the heat right off the bat. But I don't. I think he's actually firing HE, so that's kind of interesting. But he could kill me. And relay's a little long here. We're going to low roll and leave him on 9 hit points. So he slams a shot into us, unfortunately. But we're still able to win and take him out for our 6th kill and the top gun. So really good game, real good result. Granted, matchmaking was fantastic for us. No already tier 8 game, just an excellent situation for us to be in. And 6,000 damage. Granted, it's a little skewed because 1,500 of that was off a tank that was AFK. But you got to enjoy the little things sometimes, and that's always nice. So really, it's a 4,500 damage game. Still a good result. Still probably a 2,000 base XP game, if you ask me. 1,900 base maybe. But overall, a real fun game. Moving around the map a lot and just kind of doing what lights do best, I guess. So hopefully the next part of this on Raseiniai will be out in a couple days. Don't know exactly when, maybe Sunday, but I may do another vid before that because I have some other games that I want to get out to you guys as well. A couple 3-mark games to put out there. A little filthy on the swindle rounds, just for a fair warning. But just look out for that. A couple 3-mark games and a couple tanks, which has been a while for that. So until next time, I will see you. Peace out.